Good afternoon, I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. The Light Rail Transit Authority has announced the implementation of fare hikes at the LRT2. Starting August 2nd, minimum fare at the train line will increase to 13 pesos from 11 pesos, while the maximum fare will now be 33 pesos from 28 pesos. On the other hand, single journey card prices will be 5 pesos more expensive at 20 pesos for the minimum fare and 35 pesos for the maximum fare. Recall that the Transportation Department postponed the fare hikes in LRT 1 and 2 pending further study on its impact to commuters. With the green light for the LRT 2 fare hike, it is unclear if LRT 1 fares will be increased as well. Moving on now to water levels in 6 dams across Luzon continuing to drop despite frequent rains last week. According to Pag-asa, the Angat Dam in Bulacan dropped by 0.23 meters yesterday. This is still 4 meters higher than the elevation required for the dam to supply water, particularly to Metro Manila households and businesses. The National Water Resources Board earlier announced that it could cut the enhanced water quota from the Angat Dam due to the looming dry spell. The current 52 cubic meters per second water allocation to concessionaires ends this month. Meanwhile, the water levels in Ipo, Binga, Pantabangan, Magat, and Caliraya dams also decreased by up to 0.61 meters. Let's check in on the latest from the Mayon volcano. PHIVOLCS has logged 265 rockfall events there in the last 24 hours. Despite this, there were no new volcanic earthquakes recorded aside from the 3 tallied over the weekend. Lava continued to ooze out from Mayon to maximum length of 1.5 kilometers from the crater. Nearly 39,000 individuals across 8 municipalities have already been affected by Mayon's eruption. State volcanologists said it might take several months for the volcano to calm down. Nevertheless, they do not see the need to raise the Mayon's alert level from 3 to 4, at least for now.
If we have an explosive eruption, it will last for just few days to few weeks. But kapag ganito, a slow eruption, effusive eruption, it will probably take several months, at least 3 months, bago matapos.
Meantime, the Office of Civil Defense, or OCD, wants to convert Mayon's 6-kilometer permanent danger zone into a national park. This would force over 18,000 residents living and farming within the danger zone to leave their lands and homes for good. OCD Chief Ariel Nepomuceno said the National Park project will ease the burden of evacuating residents over and over again whenever Mayon grows restive. The OCD will be lobbying to Congress to pass a measure that will establish the National Park project. We're gonna pause for a quick break, but One News Now will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. A magnitude 5.2 earthquake rocked Surigao del Norte earlier today. FIVOC said the tremor was tectonic in origin and struck at around 1:30 this morning. The earthquake was likewise felt in southern Leyte, Surigao City, and eastern Samar. FIVOC is not expecting any damage from the tremor but has warned of possible aftershocks. On to another warning, this time around from the Philippine National Police against the selling of registered SIM cards. PNP Anti-Cybercrime Group spokesperson Michelle Sabino revealed to Radyo 5 that some registered SIM cards are being sold to scammers for 400 to 800 pesos each. If the SIM cards are used in criminal activities, Sabino says registered owners will be equally liable under the law.
Na in the event na gamitin to sa isang mga fraudulent activities o cyber-related crime, kung kanino nakaregister, yun nakakabuli natin. Huwag niyong ibebenta ang inyong SIM card kasi para nyo na rin binenta ang inyong identity.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. Passengers of the MV Esperanza Star have all been accounted for. The Bohol PDRRMO said all 72 passengers and 60 crew members were safely rescued and that none of them sustained injuries. At dawn on Sunday, a fire hit the passenger cargo vessel while it was sailing through Panglao. The fire was declared under control at around 10 in the morning. After almost 4 months, recovery efforts from the oil spill off of Nauhan in Oriental Mindoro have already been completed. The Philippine Coast Guard said they have plugged the leakage from the sunken MT Princess Empress, including oil from the ship's pipes. 2 salvage vessels were left behind Nauhan's waters to clean up any remaining industrial fuel. And the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, or PAGCOR, has issued a warning against offshore job offers from dating and messaging apps. PAGCOR clarified that online dating services and cryptocurrency investments are not licensed offshore gaming operators. Recall that back in May, PAGCOR canceled accreditation of 2 offshore gaming operators in Pampanga for their alleged involvement in human trafficking and fraud. Meantime, the Philippine Space Agency has a scholarship program for Filipino students who want to get their master's or doctorate degrees. The program is called PhilSA Ad Astra, or Advanced Degrees for Accelerating Strategic Space R&D and Applications. This covers the tuition, fees, and other expenses for students interested in studying space science, technology, and applications here in the Philippines or abroad. The program supports studies in math, aerospace engineering, space physics, astronomy and astrophysics, and planetary science. Requirements for applicants are available at the PhilSA website starting Thursday and will be accepted also starting Thursday. The deadline for submission of applications will be on July 15 for first semester enrollees and October 15 for second sem enrollees.
So, inibitahan natin yung mga outstanding students. Ang mga requirements ay pretty standard for any other government scholarships. At siguro mga special requirement natin dito, yung ating bachelor's and master's degree ay mas maganda kung relevant sa inyong kukunin na programa under Space Science Technology Application. And also, nanghihingi tayo ng research and career plan.
One News Now will be back at 3 p.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.